I can't be having this
Hmm.
conversation with you. You're 10. Please believe that the world is pink and, and just keep going because I don't want to ruin it for her. She was like, so her mind was blown of just why are people saying wrong things if they know that it's
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
yeah, I found it beautiful that she was like so surprised at this. And her mum and I were just exchanging looks of like, her bubble is going to burst. And that's such a
Yeah.
shame.
It is a shame. And I think it's a shame that we don't all keep a piece of that innocence in us of just, I mean, it's e- and the most ridiculous part is that it was all televised.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's parts we don't see, but it was televised. You can go on and look for yourself
Yeah.
and see the evidence, and people still would rather believe the woman because it's harder to believe that a woman would lie about such things than to believe that she would and it isn't true
Yeah.
and the evidence.
Yeah.
So,
It's what I tell my clients of just like assume that people are telling the truth because it's nicer to live in a world where you think that people are telling you the truth, but use your common
yeah.
sense.
Mhm. Mhm.
Use your
Yeah.
common sense of just sometimes, if something doesn't feel right, or that's probably the truth. And then instead
Yeah.
of making a big mess around it, just leave that person alone. If you feel that's wrong, then just take a step back and have that be that.
Yeah. Which is why it's so important to date consciously, like to be aware. I feel like a lot of times when I'm dating someone who's like sort of like maybe not even purposely, but you feel like they're like sort of so charming that you get lost and you lose your senses and you lose your mind and you afterwards you don't even remember what you said or did. I feel like that's a red flag to me. I don't want to date someone who I feel like I'm sort of losing all of my senses around. And it's important to stay conscious, to stay present, to be there, to understand what's going on and who you're with and who this person is, and to use your, as much as it's like a love heart thing, you need to use your
Yeah.
brain in these sort of situations because that's how you get end up being in a relationship with someone who can do something like this to you. And it's sad to say that we have to really be careful with who we date these days and not, go into it blindly.
Yes. Uh,
Yeah. But
we said no
yeah,
cringe.
no, I couldn't help it. It actually came out naturally. I didn't think about it. So it was no pun intended.
It's
So
in your DNA.
is it? Yeah.
But what I mean is like Cole exactly did this. Of he went into it blind.
Yeah.
He didn't date consciously because the videos that the production showed at the end of just the way that Zenab was talking to him,
Yeah.
he should have picked up on that. I was like, I mean, why are you being so aggressive? Because the way she did, and I only did this, and she didn't say it in a, oh, I only ate two bananas today. Um, and she didn't say, oh well, I'm eating two because that's just, that's what I feel like. She was like, because I'm trying to lose weight, because that's the allocated portion, Cole, and things like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
the way she was saying it, Cole did not pick up on it at all. He was just,
Yeah.
as you said, completely blah blah blah. And you know, again, similar to last week's conversation of, not wanting to victim blame, but just understanding the behavior of just now. I hope that you are learning from this and just picking up on, tone and what is said and things like that. Because, it's very easy to say guys just are completely oblivious to these things. I don't think that's true. I think guys are aware. And just as women should stand up for themselves and not put up with this type of rubbish, if a man was making remarks about what I was eating, yes, I would stand up for myself. But if
Yeah.
I'm doing it in a way where the guy is like, well, I mean, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant, let's have a talk, that should be fine as well. And so, the lesson for Cole here is date consciously, of be aware of how you're being spoken to and what is being said, because it's completely unjustified.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, I think it's why we just need to be very conscious again of like what what is going on, and talk about things as you go, like not to just let things happen and whatever. And I don't know if it's like the issue, like everything is so overwhelming while they're on camera, because that could also very well be, like, oh my God, there's so many cameras, and you're sort of like kind of even more spacey. But which is again why I don't believe these shows actually work, because I feel like you're too blinded by the camera and the crew and everything going on, that you're sort of, obviously you're going to miss things, obviously you're not going to be able to pay 100% attention to the person you're with, because you're too much. I don't think you're able to be in that kind of situation and forget that there's cameras around, and forget that there's people watching you at home, and sort of be hyper aware of everything you say and do, and then misread things that are said to you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, don't go on reality TV to find love.
No, I feel like look, I think again, it's sad to say, I think most people don't go on these shows to find love. I think it's sort of like the byproduct, basically. I think the main reason why a lot of people go on the show is because they just want to be on live television, or I don't, not live, but like they want to be,
Yeah, they
get
want.
the exposure, and yeah,
Yeah, sadly, I think you're right. I think.
because sorry.
Well, I mean, that Love is Blind and like Love Island and things like that. So part of the romantic in me thinks that the first contestants are thinking, okay, I'm gonna find love and it's gonna be great. But now talking about it with you, I'm also thinking maybe the production team is contacting them in the sense of you're gonna get social media, you're gonna get famous, you blah blah blah, and maybe you'll find love, but mostly you'll become famous. And now that I think about it, some of them do come out with the saying, I want to find love. I've always wanted to find love. I wanted to find love. Some of them came out saying that. But others,
Yeah,
they do say, I just wanted to become famous.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, I feel like if you really wanted to purely find love, would like, why would you want to put your life on display like that, your love life so intimately on camera?
It froze. It
Did
froze
you
that.
freeze there?
It froze that if you really wanted to find
I
love.
think you're frozen, or am I frozen?
Uh, well, you're frozen and I'm frozen. Why does it do that? Is it
Yeah.
okay? Start again at if they really wanted to find love.
What was I saying? I feel like if they really wanted to find love, they wouldn't do it on national television where millions of people around the world could see you. It's such an intimate, personal journey that any normative person who likes their privacy wouldn't want to do it when so many people are watching them. And who would be willing to embarrass themselves in such a way if it weren't for the clout that they get for it, like the exposure? I mean, I've never actually checked this, but like if you go and look at how many followers they had before or how many followers they had after, just that is worth it. Having followers these days means something. And you don't even have to get to the end to actually, get the exposure that you need. So
Yeah, there was Love Island.
yeah, but I don't think I've actually seen it.
Well, I mean, just as an example before we wrap up, but there was one contestant on Love Island who like went up to millions of followers, and now because of Live Island, and now she used to be an influencer, but not that many followers, and then she got to millions and millions, and now she makes her living of it. And other people are
Wow.
saying like, "Wow, I think it's Molly May. Look at her, I can do the same." And it's just,
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Because otherwise, why would you want to go on television and for everyone to see these embarrassing moments, or to see your heart getting broken, or to see yourself kissing, making out, touching, going on dates, talking about personal things, bringing your family on. It's at the end of the day, you wouldn't want to do any of that if you didn't want the exposure, if you didn't mind having yourself out and about on everyone's telly. So,
So, conclusion, date consciously. Don't
yes.
go on national television, reality television to find love. I think those are pretty good tips from this whole thing.
Yeah, and be open to each other, talk about things, don't brush them under the rug if you don't want to explode, and just be authentic. I feel like at the end of the day, that's it. And don't humiliate each other and don't try to like even the ground by sort of payback or humiliating them back or
Yeah.
hurting them as justice to your pain.
Okay. Well,
Anyway, that's been us, I guess.
yeah. You enjoyed everything we kind of talked about and have anything to add? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Are we raging racist bitches? Whatever.
Are we mean? Are we mean?
We mean we're not mean, or
We're not mean.
do we have
We
great
don't mean to.
insight? Are we fighting the good fight? Um,
Or we're just rambling
or were we just
because we're
rambling?
having fun.
Or all of the above? Maybe all of the
Yeah.
above.
Let
Uh,
us know. Let
let
us
us
know.
know.
Add comment, write to us anywhere you'd like. Instagram, YouTube. Where else are we? TikTok, I guess.
Yeah, TikTok, pop culture, pop culture Cupid. I nearly forgot the name of our
Yes.
podcast. Great, our great, our
Yeah.
great name.
Yeah. And while you're there, don't forget to follow us, of course, for more amazing content and fun, entertaining pearls of wisdom. And like our stuff because we like likes.
We like likes because we are doing this one part for fun, also for clout. So you know.
Yeah, exactly. We want to get exposure.
So yeah, I mean, support us if you feel like it, and we'll see you very soon.
Yeah, we have more pearls of wisdom about I was going to say Love Island. About Love is Blind. I have quite a few more things to say about the topic actually.
Talk about it
Don't we
next.
all? Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.